Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Steelers Sanctuary podcast. I'm your host, Dave Rivero from SteelersSanctuary.com. This is my co-host, David Cora. What's up, Dave?
What's up, man?
Happy Veterans Day, brother.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, let's start out with the injury report for this week. Chris Boswell has been put on the IR since the last time we talked. Not a huge surprise, but something we were expecting when they signed Matthew Wright. That's at least 4 games. I mean, Chris Boswell is one of the best kickers in the league, so it's going to hurt a little bit. Yeah. If one of these games comes down to a close last-second field goal, we'll be holding our breath for sure.
I didn't understand why they dropped Skiba in the first place. Did that make sense to you?
It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I don't. They must obviously like Wright better, but it was strange. I mean, Skiba didn't do anything in the game to.
He had that one kick out of bounds, though, I think.
Yeah, and I saw someone on Twitter question if that was it. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of, really. But
All right, this secondary is banged up, dude. Witherspoon and William Jackson have not practiced this week. I was hoping to get the practice report before we went on, but we didn't get it. I don't think either one plays in this game. It could be James Pierre and Levi Wallace as the starting corners once again. That's bad.
Yeah, it is. And I just all you can do is sigh at this point.
Yeah, this injuries have been just terrible for this team. It's just terrible.
The defense has been riddled with them. It's like it's seriously, it's like a bad cold. Everybody's getting it. It's just the injury bug. It sucks. And I was really hoping they were going to be at full strength to start the season, and it's just like no, they're not even close. So
and now Miles Jack hasn't practiced at all this week either.
He practiced today.
Oh, he did practice today.
He practiced today. There was footage on Twitter of him practicing today.
Awesome. They need him. They need him desperately.
Yes.
Ogunjobi was limited yesterday. He was out on Tuesday and Wednesday, so maybe he's heading in the right direction. Hopefully he plays. This Saints offensive line super beat up. It would be nice to see Ogunjobi, Hayward, and of course TJ Watt is going to play.
You need Ogunjobi bad up the middle. Like
they could have a field day with this Saints offensive line. Center Eric McCoy is going to be out, I believe, and Andres Pete, really? Their guard, hasn't practiced all week, so he could be out too. Pete Warner, their best linebacker, their best tackler, is out, and Marshall and Lattimore hasn't practiced all week, so they're a beat up football team.
You couldn't ask for a better setup here. I mean, come on.
Nope.
TJ's back. He's going to be on a limited snap count too. They fucking said so. It's like, okay, you really going to let him stand on the sidelines when he's ready to go and watch fucking Malik Reed go out there and just get dominated? Like, come on. Like,
if I never see Malik Reed again, I'll be a happy man.
Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. If he's ready to go, put him the fuck out there. I seriously, that's.
I can see it as a conditioning thing a little bit. He might get a couple blows, but he'll play the most of the game. There's no doubt. One more thing on the Saints, I think Jarvis Landry might play. Oh, and to your point of this being a perfect setup, the Saints are on a short week. They played Monday night, and the Steelers are coming off a bye. This is a silver platter for them. They have to win this game.
If they lose this,
it's bad.
Wow.
And Mike Tomlin's never beat the Saints. It's the only team in the league he's never beat. So we'll see.
Doesn't get much better than this.
It doesn't.
If they have Ogunjobi back, Miles Jack's back, those are 2 guys that are going to help you eliminate the run up the middle, right?
Yep.
So now you're going to have TJ Watt back to apply pressure to give Alex Highsmith more to go get more pressure on the quarterback. The only weak spot really is the corners right now because of injury. So, they don't have that much excuse. They really don't. If the Saints are that banged up, good Lord. Like, come on, let's go.
I mean, TJ Watt being back just makes everybody better, right? We've talked about it a million times. Highsmith's going to be better. Hayward's going to be better. The corners are going to be better just because there's going to be less time for the quarterbacks to throw. So we should see a big improvement in the defense Sunday if he's 100% healthy, which we'll find out. All right, before we preview the Saints game, I thought it'd be fun to do like mid-season awards for this football team. It's been kind of a crazy year with the injuries and the offense really sucking. But I figured, let's have some fun with this. The first one, team MVP. Who do you got?
I think it's obvious. Watt.
I said the same thing. I had the same thing. It's no doubt, right?
Look
like
at this team when he doesn't play.
Oh my god!
Like it's so they're what are they 1-10 without him? 1-.
It's either 1-10 or 1-11. I think it's 1-11 after last week, right? No, there was a bye, so it's 1-10. 1-10.
Like I don't think how more obvious it can make that this guy is your most valuable player. He doesn't play, close. They don't win. Period.
That's it.
So, yeah, to me, that's the MVP. It's crazy. You haven't played the whole fucking year, but that's the MVP for me because obviously they can't win without this guy. So that's my MVP.
I've made my feelings clear on this guy for weeks. He just makes the whole team better. So the coaching staff better, the players better, everyone. He's the MVP. Just playing one game, he still is. Yep. All right, offensive. Well, let's just do rookie of the year so far.
This is sad, but I picked Pickens. He's got 26 receptions for 338 yards. His got one TD. His catch rate is 60.5%. So I went with him. Like Leal hasn't played that much. Now he was starting to show promise, but then got hurt.
Yeah.
Then that's it. The rest of them, right?
I thought about Jaylen Warren for a little while because he's been pretty good. But yeah, I went with George Pickens too. I mean, it hasn't been an impressive rookie class so far. Pickett hasn't played all that well. Obviously Pickens hasn't gotten many targets, so it's hard to judge him.
Right.
Jaylen Warren's been pretty good. I mean, he could end up being the rookie of the year by the end of the season if they follow through on the carries. We'll see about that. But
I agree.
All right. Biggest surprise so far this year?
Biggest surprise for me is Jaylen Warren.
Yeah.
This guy came out of nowhere. You're just like, okay, they picked this guy up. They called him a bowling ball. Remember we talked about him being another bowling ball guy was his nickname. Yep. And then you see him in the preseason, you're like, whoa, okay. Maybe it's just the preseason. Then you see him in the games. Just knocking dudes the fuck out. Like in pass pro.
Pass pro and everything. Yep.
Then he's hitting the hole like with explosion and making nice catches. I remember some of the throws by Trubisky were horrid and him making the catch anyways.
Yep.
I've been very surprised by him at just the way he's played. I went with a defensive one. I wanted to give Devin Bush some love.
As a surprise? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now just to compare. Okay, so he has 44 tackles, 1 pass defense, 1 QB hit, and 1 tackle for a loss. Now he's played 366 snaps. Now Myles Jack has 72 tackles to his 44, but when I looked up the snaps, Myles Jack has 488 snaps. So he has about 120 something more snaps than him. So when you look at that, now Myles Jack only has 1 more tackle for a loss, and they have the same QB hits. They have this, and he has 2 pass defense compared to Devin's 1. So really, Devin has played 120 less snaps, but besides tackles, he's almost right there even with Myles Jack. So compared to last year, this is way better.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point. It is kind of a surprise that he's. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, but it is that he's actually playing well again. For my offensive, I'll give an offensive and defensive one. For my offensive one, I went with Steven Sims.
Okay.
This guy out of nowhere is just electric on his returns. We've predominantly only seen him on returns, but the guy's amazing when he's given the opportunity. I mean, I don't think he has the long speed that like he doesn't have like 4.3 burner speed, but he's quick and elusive, and he sees the field great, and he makes cuts. I'm super excited to see him get more of a role in this offense without Claypool, and I've been super impressed with him as a returner. He's going to be exciting the second half of the season, I think.
I agree.
For my defensive surprise, I might go with Terrell Edmonds. He's made some plays this year that he's never made before.
He was my other one. Yeah, it was him or Bush. I could have gone with either one.
That one game where Minka Fitzpatrick was out and everyone was out and he played.
The Bucs
and he
game.
kind of carried that secondary. Yep.
Yeah, that was impressive.
He's been that's been surprising to me. All right.
No, I completely agree.
Right? I mean, it could have been him or Bush. I agree. It's either one of them could have been kind of the surprise. Leal might have been if he's still healthy.
Right. I know. I
could have been
because
he was playing well
because he was getting there. He really was.
Yep. Biggest disappointment. Let's see if we have the same guy.
I have two.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty to choose from.
You want to know something? Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like I was sitting here and I was like, I should make a whole goddamn list because there's so many. I have three. So first one for me was Trubisky. Like,
yeah.
You want to talk about a massive disappointment. Like, this guy has a chance to be the diamond in the rough. We're thinking the Steelers are so smart. They went and grabbed this guy. The Bills fixed him. We get the benefit of it. And no, he shit his pants. So just to give you an idea, his passer rating, right? 60.9. I have an asterisk next to it because guess what? That's the lowest it's been since his rookie season.
Is that the Matt Canada effect, or is he that bad?
It could be either. He has 3 TDs to 2 interceptions, and his passer. I'm sorry, his oh man, I'm sorry. His 60.9 was his completion percentage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that's his lowest since his rookie season. So then his rating, his actual rating is 80.1. I have an asterisk next to it. Guess why? His lowest since his rookie season.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, regress bad. So yeah, like to me, he's the biggest disappointment because of what we thought we were going to get with him. We really thought we were going to get this guy that, maybe we get to see the guy that went to the Pro Bowl a couple years back. We're going, but it didn't happen. My other disappointment was Najee.
Yeah. That's who I chose, by the way.
Yeah. Go ahead. You want to go him? Go ahead. Because I picked one.
Yeah, Najee Harris is the biggest disappointment. Talk about regression. I mean, we're at the point now where people are starting to compare him to that. Oh God, the name's escaped. The Colts running back, the Browns, Trent Richardson. People are starting to compare him as a bust to that guy. He's been terrible. There's no other way around it. Injured, not injured, not explosive.
Right. I agree.
First round pick. I think the Mitch Trubisky thing, I think we talked ourselves into him being better than he actually was. I think we were all guilty of it. Like you did a great job explaining it. We got the Pro Bowl guy, the Bills fixed him, blah, blah, blah. Maybe our expectations were way too high for him.
Yeah.
Najee's been bad, and he's at the point where he's about to lose his starting role to Jaylen Warren if this continues on this trajectory, man.
So I looked at both because like I said, my surprise was Warren. So I wanted to compare him to Najee just to see whether it's a legit surprise, whether it's legit to pick him. So check this out. So Warren has 29 carries for 153 yards. Okay. Najee, for comparison, has 108 carries for 361 yards. Do that math. And if Warren had as many carries as Najee, he'd have way more, way more yards.
Yeah.
Going off this, he had 12 receptions for 88 yards to Najee's 24 receptions for 112. So, I mean, Najee only has barely 25, 30 yards more than him, but double the amount of receptions.
That's scary, right? That tells you a lot.
I mean, that really tells you a lot. That's and we can talk about, their average per game and all that stuff. It's way better with Warren for the most part. But yeah, just when your backup has been producing more than Najee, I mean, that's bad. And we've been so used to the Steelers not having that backup running back be okay. Now it's worse. He's better than the fucking starting running back.
Yeah.
And that's something we're definitely not used to. So yeah, I know it, but yeah, Najee's been horrid. And I mean, we tried to save the injury, but then after a while you're like, nah, this ain't the injury anymore. You're just not doing well.
I don't know if it's he's lost confidence or what it is, but
yeah,
he's definitely all right.
Did you have a defensive one or no?
I
have one.
Go ahead, you go first, and I'll think about it.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, hard to argue that one, right?
Dude, he's only got 2 pass defenses. Like, I know he hasn't played in many games, but like 2, he should have a lot more pass defenses than that for defensive back. I mean, holy shit, 2. He's got 1 interception and 20 tackles, and he's been hurt. And when he does play, it's horrendous.
I think it's with him. It's the injury. I think, and then I think he's lost a little confidence because of the injury.
I mean, because when you get benched for Pierre, that's sad.
that's pretty bad.
That's bad. So that's my disappointment. My biggest disappointment is Witherspoon on defense.
I'll give you one that's not a disappointment to me, but probably a disappointment to most people, and that's Tyson Alualu.
Okay.
I warned you fuckers at the beginning of the year that this guy was done, and nobody wanted to believe me.
Yeah.
And people came at me whenever I brought up Tyson Alualu was 30-something years old, coming off a major injury. Oh, he's got plenty of this, that, and the other thing. He's
How dare you?
Fine.
Yeah.
He's barely rosterable at this point. He's really had a drop off.
Yeah.
Listen, the dude at one point was a great nose tackle, a great defensive tackle. He really was. He did some good work for this team, but he's done. He's cooked. He's been a disappointment because even for my low expectations, he's been a disappointment because he hasn't done shit for this team this year.
He's a liability.
He's been bad. Yeah, he really is.
I remember when they did put him in, he played 4 plays and had 2 penalties.
Yeah.
Remember, it cost them from time out 1 game, I believe. It was just like, good Lord, dude. Like, get off the field. Like, I was a good one. That's a good pick.
All right. Offensive player of the year up to this point. Who would you pick?
It's
a tough one. It's barren.
Yeah. So I picked Freiermuth.
Ah, shit. So did I. He's the only one you can point to.
So just to compare, okay? So my man's got 32 receptions for 367 yards.
That leads the team, right?
No. DJ has only 5 more yards than him. That's it. That's your number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's only got 5 more yards than your tight end. That means the tight end's done very well.
And he missed a couple of games with the concussion. 1 game at least, right? With the concussion.
Right. And that's the other thing, too. He has 43 receptions to Moose fucking 32 and still only amassed 5 more yards than him. So, dude, like, for me, it's Freiermuth. Like, I haven't seen him have a bad game. I haven't seen anything from him but, be open and have some crucial catches down, in games down the middle. I think it was the game we won against what was that game we won where he caught those 2 crucial passes to win the game?
Well, there's only been 2 wins. Was it the Buccaneers game?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think man, it's a blur. This team it has to be because the first game was the Bengals that they won.
Well, it might have been the Bengals. I can't remember. It was one of them where
it was the Bengals game. You're right. Yeah. It was the Bengals. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yep.
But
that was it.
Because it was Trubisky throwing the ball. So it was that one. But I mean, to me, it's smooth. Everybody else has been a disappointment. I mean, you want to talk wide receivers? Pickens hasn't really gotten as many targets as he should. DJ's got so many fucking drops.
He's super inconsistent.
There's just no one to pick. I mean, I hate to break it, everybody, but Kenny Pickett didn't get picked because he's got 2 TDs to 8 interceptions. Like, no.
They said that's the worst. I read something today that's the worst start by a rookie quarterback since
Alex Smith. Yep, I saw it too.
Alex Smith comparisons. Here we go. All right, defensive player of the year up to this point.
I believe. Let me make sure. Yep, I went with Minkah.
Okay.
He was my honorable mention for MVP, so I saved it for this. So 3 interceptions, 6 pass defenses. He has his own touchdown, and he has 45 tackles, and he's missed some games and still has 45 tackles. Yeah. So that's my guy.
I was going to pick him, but he's been bad the last couple games. He has not played well. I went with Miles Jack. I think he's been the most consistent player all season long. He didn't drop off when TJ left. He's the only guy that didn't drop off when TJ got hurt. He's been solid, man. That's low key the best free agent signing.
I don't really disagree. When I first wrote it, I had Minkah/Jack. Like if I were going to do like honorable mentions or whatever, like that's my other guy. Like he's been great. I agree. And he's played like every snap.
Yeah. When you factor that in too, man, what would this team be without him right now?
His longevity has been amazing for them. I don't blame that pick at all. I agree. You could easily go with him too.
Yeah. I mean, just not really like many wow plays, but just consistent in the right spots, making plays. You can't ask for more than that. This is what you want an inside linebacker to do.
He probably leads the team. I think it's 70-something tackles.
Yeah. Great free agent signing. All right, that was kind of a fun thing. I thought that would be kind of cool to do as we're at the halfway point. We were just coming out of the bye. There's not a hell of a lot to talk about. All right, let's do the Saints game. Like I said earlier in the podcast, Saints on a short week, Steelers on a bye. This is on a silver platter. I actually think the Saints are doing the Steelers a huge favor by starting Andy Dalton and not putting Jameis Winston in this game. Jameis Winston with Chris Olave and this kid Rashid Shaheed against our secondary would be kind of a nightmare. I mean, he'd probably throw 2 picks, but he'd probably throw 3 or 4 touchdown passes too.
Yeah.
Giving us Andy Dalton is another gift from the Saints that they're giving us this week. I don't get why he's even. Andy Dalton's just, he's Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I really appreciate them playing him. I really do. And
right?
Yeah. Please give the Red Riders many snaps as you want out there for us against this. Dude, like I said, if they can just contain Olave and stop Kamara, or just contain him enough, just hold him enough. Give TJ all day, man, just to terrorize Dalton.
Yeah, he's
gonna throw an interception. He's gonna throw an interception too. It's almost guaranteed because that guy's he's horrible.
Oh, at least one. Yeah. At least one. Well,
and
as long as the secondary catches the fucking ball,
right,
he'll throw an interception.
Hopefully, it's towards Minkah's side. The rest of them got brick hands, but hopefully it's towards Minkah, and Minkah can snag one, take it to the house. But I just, like I said, the only one I worry about is Olave and Kamara. I mean, Landry.
Landry's
don't know.
Back. He hasn't played. He's been dinged up. I'm not too worried about him.
I think you could flick that guy and he would shatter. He's just always injured. So
Taysom Hill's the guy to worry about too.
Well, are they going to rush him, or is he got
plays,
rushing or tie? You're right. He's the guy that they should probably worry about too. I agree. So
they don't use him enough. They don't use Taysom Hill enough. I don't know what. The guy's just a freaking weapon. They can use him in so many ways.
He's a freak of nature. He's big, but he can run. So and he can throw. He can do all kinds of stuff. So
they don't use him enough, and they paid him pretty well too. He's got a pretty good contract.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I'm going to predict that Cam Hayward comes out of hiding after these 6 weeks and has a monster game.
Yep.
Their center's beat up. Their guard's beat up. TJ Watt's back. He's going to have a monster game.
I agree.
Maybe a couple sacks.
This is definitely the time for him to – now they got to worry about TJ. Yep. I think if Ogunjobi plays, I think he's going to have a big game.
Yep. And Alex Highsmith will come back out of hiding too and maybe contribute a sack or two.
Right.
We haven't heard his name in –
again, TJ Watt's the MVP. There's just no disputing this.
And
but
you see and you see why when these guys' stats to plummet. I'm sorry, because he's not around. As far as the Steelers' offense, we need to see Kenny Pickett play better. This is the game. Marshawn Lattimore's beat up. They got another corner. Paulson Adobo's not very good.
They better come out and look. And look a lot better. Or Yinzer Dave's going to come back out and be pissed off on the next podcast.
I'm definitely. I'm ready to stop really blasting him if he doesn't stop playing better. The second half of the schedule is weak. He needs to play well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to
I'm
pick
worried.
on these. We need to pick on these teams that are not as good.
Yeah. I'm worried about Cam Jordan versus Dan Moore.
Yep.
That's a problem.
Yep.
That's a real problem.
I was gonna say the same thing. That's the guy that I'm kind of worried about. He's gonna be the problem. Him and I mean, you think about it, Honey Badger there.
Yeah, he's another one. You got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
He blitzes.
Yeah,
he pops up in spots and gets turnovers.
Dude, we are so lucky. All these guys are banged up.
Yeah.
Pete Werner,
even Davenport, their other pass rushers a little banged
Davenport,
up too.
Marcus May's banged up.
Yeah, that's another guy. Yep, the safety.
Dude,
yep.
Yeah, like a lot of these guys are banged up, so like they got to take advantage of this. But we'll see. I am interested to see how this works out. You know, the big mystery. Will Jaylen Warren get 50% of the carries? And we'll move lineup in the slot. Like, you know, I'm interested to see if this kind of shit happens.
Yeah.
I really am.
Like I said earlier, let's see Steven Sims in the slot. I
Yep.
want to see that. I want to see George Pickens more of a factor in the offense. It's all there for them, Dave. It's all set up. If they lose this game, I mean, if they don't play well offensively, especially, we really have to look at Mike Tomlin and say, what are you doing? You kept Matt Canada, even
It
though
don't matter.
everyone told you he shouldn't be there. And if they throw another stinker out there, this is all on Mike Tomlin. It's his decision to stay with Canada. It's his decision to go forward with this, the way this offense is. They need to have a big game this week. It's all there for them.
I agree.
Did you see someone came out with a stat. It was interesting. The Steelers have I should have had you guess, but you probably guessed. The Steelers have the lowest distance for a touchdown pass this season.
Yeah, I saw. Was it 8?
You see that? 8 yards.
Yeah.
Dead last. You know what the next lowest team is? And yards? It's the Chargers with 23-yard touchdown pass.
Jesus.
The Steelers are at 8. I mean, these fucking offensive stats just keep coming in. They're historically bad. This is among the worst offensive performances in the history of the league at this point. And no changes made. So, yeah, it's the Chargers at 23, Tampa Bay at 28, and then you're into the 30s. 8 yards. It's almost, you have to try to be this bad at this point.
Look, there's no need for changes. There's no need for changes. You just wait. It's coming. They're going to explode. Remember? They said they're going to explode.
Mike Tomlin, they're on the cusp of exploding or something like that. Yeah.
Cusp. We've been told that for 6 weeks now, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. You wait.
This has got to be the game. If it's not the game, Dave.
I don't know if it's the game.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I don't know. You're not going to know until you see it because it's new. Like, this is going to be new. There's no Claypool. Like, maybe Warren plays more. Like, I don't know. Like, it could be new. It could be a little different. It is going to be a little different. I'm thinking they watched a lot of film or something. There's something they saw, and that's why they decided to go this route. Besides the whole, possibly Claypool was a problem in the locker room. But if there's something they saw, that could be another reason why they made the move they made. They're probably like, maybe we could move him here, and it would go a lot better. I don't know. I just.
Well, the advantage with Claypool over Sims is he's a big dude and he should be able to block better. But he was terrible at blocking too. So you're getting no advantage with him over Sims.
Well,
he
didn't know he didn't know his assignments. He didn't know like where to be. Like,
So in theory, it should be addition by subtraction. They should be better on offense because Pickens gets more targets.
Yes.
And Sims gets to play finally in the regular offense. And supposedly Jaylen Warren's going to get more carries. So this offense should be better. You get the Saints on a short week with a beat-up defense. It's all there for them. They can't ask for a better situation than this. It won't get any better than this.
Yeah, they lose this one.
So, oh, boy. It's bad if they lose this game.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
All right, you got anything else on this game? Are you ready for some legendary NFL picks?
I'm ready for the legendary picks, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it. David had a good week last week, so he's ready to go for sure.
Yeah, go ahead and announce that real quick for everybody. Your record and mine this past week. What was
David
it?
went 6-3-3 against the spread last week, and I went 4-5-3. 3 ties.
Oh,
Against the spread. Yeah, I was under 500. I said it, if you remember. Like I wasn't
You
feeling
did
good about last week.
you did say that.
And
I feel like I'm partially to blame for some of those, but that's all right.
No, I take full responsibility for shit in the bed last week. All right, first game: Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Seattle Seahawks. This one's in Germany.
Yeah, what
Why
the
in
fuck?
fucking Germany? I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't,
Seahawks are getting 2.5, which again I don't understand. I'm riding my Seahawks, baby, till they let me down.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks. I don't. I'm just not that high on Tampa Bay anymore. I'm just not.
They squeaked that one out, but the Rams are terrible.
Right.
Rams are a terrible football team.
Right.
So, yeah, we're both taking the Seahawks there. Dolphins at home, giving 3.5 to the Cleveland Browns. Browns coming off a bye. Dolphins kind of squeaked one out against the Bears last week.
Yeah.
I mean, Dolphins did. I thought Dolphins were going to lay it on them, and they did not. Their defense is kind of shaky.
I'm going to go Dolphins.
I still got to go Dolphins at home.
Yeah.
If this is in Cleveland, I might take the Browns because I could see them running up a lot of running yards against the Dolphins. But
no, I'm going Dolphins.
I'm not picking the Browns on the road. No fucking way. Tennessee Titans giving 3 at home to the Denver Broncos. I believe Tannehill is going to play. He practiced yesterday, full participant. So I'm rolling my Titans too. They've been good to me this year.
Yeah, against Denver. I mean, Denver's such a bag of ass. Like,
yeah, bag of ass. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Broncos on the road.
I mean, look what Tennessee just did with KC the other night.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's good defense.
Yeah.
Obviously, running game is very good.
Right.
All right, Chicago Bears, a home favorite over the Detroit Lions. I think Justin Fields has found himself.
Yeah, they're finding that.
Yeah, my man is good. Running the football, 180 yards rushing last week. Holy shit for a quarterback.
How many are they giving him?
3. The Lions suck. The Lions suck.
Well, they traded away their one of 2 weapons in Hawkinson. So that offense is really horrendous now. So go with the So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bears. The Bears.
I'm taking the Bears as well. New York Giants giving 4.5 at home to the Houston Texans. The worst football team in the league, I believe. The Texans.
It's in New York?
Yes, in New York.
Yeah, I'll take the Giants.
Giants coming off a bye, I believe. This could be a blowout too. I'm taking the Giants as well. All right. Kansas City Chiefs at home giving 9.5 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, you called Travis at the end, man. He's having a season.
Yeah.
He just had another 100-yard game. Jags on the road.
Yeah, 4.5 you said, or 9? You said 9.
9.5.
God damn, why they gotta give him such a high number? Shit. God, that's tough. Yeah, I'm still gonna take it. I'm gonna take Chiefs to cover.
I'm gonna take the points. I'm gonna take the Jags. I think they might keep it close.
Because I took the points last week against Tennessee. It ended up being right.
Actually, cancel that. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I'm thinking about Trevor Lawrence on the road with that crowd noise. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If they know their best weapon is Travis Etienne, they're going to stack the box. Yeah. And they're going to make Lawrence throw. So I don't know how that's going to go for them.
Chiefs in a blowout. Yep.
Oh, now you're blowout. So you do think those? Okay.
Right. Yeah, it's just I started thinking a little bit about Trevor Lawrence hasn't been that great, and on the road, that fucking Arrowhead Stadium is so loud.
It is.
It's crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah. Nope. All right, next one. So both taking the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
All right. Buffalo Bills at home, giving 3.5 to the Vikings, and we don't know if Josh Allen's going to play or not.
I know that's tough.
I think I saw Thursday he didn't practice at all. The last practice. So
this kind of sucks because we're picking now and he can be playing.
Yeah. I'm taking the Vikings. I think even if he plays, he's hurt.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, the Vikings been playing decently well.
They've been playing very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings too.
Okay, Las Vegas Raiders giving 4.5 to the Indianapolis Colts. What are the fucking Colts doing, dude? They hired Jeff Saturday as their coach. My man's never head coached anything. They hire a 30-year-old play caller to be the offensive coordinator. The guy was like the quarterback or offensive something. What are they fucking doing over there?
Look, I love it. It's entertaining. It's the wow factor. I'm just glad they're not my team. So
right?
Yeah, I would have lost my mind if the Steelers fucking did this shit. But I did like the speech though that Jeff Saturday gave. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool, but it doesn't change the fact that
he's probably gonna suck. But I still thought that was a cool speech he gave. I'm taking.
They're on the road for their first game.
Yeah, I'm taking Las Vegas. There's no way in fucking hell. Like, yeah,
the Raiders are a dumpster fire too,
but
man. They're
I was
terrible.
just look. That's the problem. Every time I fucking pick them, they lose, and like they should do. There's games where they should do great. I look at the score; they're down 17-0. I'm like, how the hell are you down 17-0 with Devontae Adams on your team? Like, this is nuts. But they just. Hey, actually, maybe we need to think about this more. They just put Waller on the IR. Yeah. Renfro's on the IR, right? So all they've got
is Renfro on there too?
Yeah, they just put both of them on the IR. So they'll have that Hollis and they'll have Devontae Adams. So I don't know.
I'm taking the Raiders. If the Raiders lose this game at home, they should fire everybody.
They should already fired everybody. Like,
yeah.
McDaniels, I don't know how he's not fired yet. And the offensive coordinator. Well, actually, he might be both. Does he call the plays?
I don't know if he calls the plays. That's a good question. I don't know. I bet he does.
What the hell? But anyways, I guess I'll take the Raiders. I don't feel good about this.
The Raiders can't lose this game. If they lose this game,
the Raiders. They can lose this game.
Yeah, I know. Think about this, the Steelers' second half of the schedule. What those two teams last night, Atlanta and fucking Carolina, horrendous.
Don't even get me started. Fantasy, they screwed me. I don't even want to talk about it.
All right. The Los Angeles Rams are at home. They're giving 3 to the Cardinals. We're not sure about Murray playing. He's banged up too. Rams stink. Who knows? This game's tough to call.
Bro, Murray's my starting quarterback. I do better fucking play. Suck it up, Buttercup. Let's go. Because
he's got a hamstring.
Yeah,
even if he plays, if he can't run.
Is this at Rams?
Yeah, at Rams. Yep.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams, dude.
I'm taking the Rams too.
They were showing the Cardinals on the other side fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Murray and Hopkins are fighting. I'm like, great. It wasn't good. Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
Speaking of another dumpster fire, Green Bay Packers getting 4.5 at home against the Dallas Cowboys. Man, this Packers team stinks. The Cowboys roll them.
That Cowboys defense is going to absolutely annihilate Rodgers and them. I am taking Dallas. This is the game where Dallas should be favored by 9. Like, this is a game where Dallas, big time. Like, taking Dallas. Yeah. Like, there's no doubt.
We're agreeing a lot. This could be very bad. We've agreed on almost every game. This could be bad.
I hope we go 0-11.
All right. San Francisco 49ers at home, giving 7 to the Chargers. That seems like a lot.
7?
Yeah, you know what, though? This is my lock of the week, 49ers.
I mean, McCaffrey's getting used to the offense. He did really well last week. I got to go San Francisco. I don't see the Chargers are banged up. They just
Chargers can't stop the run. The 49ers going to run the ball on them.
Their defense has gone from what looked like on paper a really good defense to a shit show because of injuries. So, I'm going to go 49ers big time.
All right, Monday Night Football. That was Sunday night, by the way. Monday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles giving 11 to the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
I smell a rat here.
Really?
I smell a rat.
That defense by Washington, is it in Washington?
No, in Philly.
Ooh, I don't know. You got to remember, man, the Commanders got is that Hinkie or whoever at quarterback?
Yeah.
Now they'll have, is Jordan back for them? Is it not Jordan?
I
the outside
don't
the edge
think so.
for them.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't think he's back. Let me check it real quick.
Because if he's back, that makes it a little bit different, but not that much different. I still think the Eagles easily eclipse.
I'm taking
11.
the Redskins in the points. I'm going to take the Skins.
Now, Dave.
Redskins. Commanders.
It's the Commanders.
Jesus, I can't even say. I should not even say that word, right?
I am so offended right now with you. Like, I can't believe you did that.
Chase Young continues to practice. Training staff, coaches continue to evaluate his progress. Blah blah blah. His response.
Where'd I get Jordan
activities.
Yeah.
Young will return this week, but he's saying he's not at full speed yet.
Okay.
Whatever the hell that means.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm gonna take the Commanders. I like it.
Okay, that's the only one.
Right.
That's the only one we're different on.
Mm-hmm. I think so. All right, the big game: Pittsburgh Steelers at home, getting 1.5 from the New Orleans Saints, getting points at home from a shit ass team.
Yeah,
this is where we're at.
What the fuck?
This is where we're at.
This is
What's
an
the
easy
Saints
pick.
record.
Not good.
All right, give me your pick and then give me the score.
All right, I'm taking Steelers. Like I don't know how the fuck they're
Saints
giving
are 3-6.
Yeah, like really? They're giving them a point.
Well, the Steelers are 2-6. So
yeah, but we got our MVP.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm Steelers. I'm gonna say Steelers win 21-13.
Ooh, you're giving them 21 points, huh?
21 points.
Wow.
Do I dare? Do I dare?
Throw it on there. You just gave
21 points.
I don't know. I have to see it to believe it. I have the Steelers 17-14.
Not bad.
I have to see 20 points to stop before I start predicting 20 points. I think the defense dominates for the most part. You might even see a Minka score in this game.
I think the defense will be the reason why they put up 21 points. I think they're going to get turnovers on their side of the field. It's going to put them in position to score easier. That's just what I think.
I think the Steelers should score 30 on this team, but I don't know if they will. I think
Wright's going to have 4 fucking field goals.
Yeah, I kind of fooled around with like a 19-13 or something crazy like that with a bunch of field goals. But
yeah, Wright's going to have about 4 field goals. Maybe we'll have 1 touchdown. There you go.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are the worst red zone team in the league too, or close.
They probably are.
Bottom.
Yep.
Just the stats are just.
Just remember, George Pickens is going to be more involved. Freiermuth is going to be more involved, and now Sims is going to be involved. That might produce more points. We'll see.
And then more carries for Jaylen Warren. Not more than Najee, I don't think, but he'll get more carries than he usually does. Yeah, I think we both picked him to win. That's the first time we both picked him to win in quite a while.
Long time.
Yeah. This is make or break, do or die.
It is.
They lose this game and go 2-7. Top 5 pick is definitely in play. Then we start looking at quarterbacks. Then we start looking at the quarterbacks and see how good
it's
they do.
It's time to tank for top 3, baby. Let's go.
Start watching CJ Stroud and the Alabama kid there a little more closely.
Not nice, Dave. No, we have our franchise quarterback. You need to be patient with him. Give him the whole season.
No, not buying it. Not buying it at all. He's got to prove it to me too that he's not. Who did I compare him to last week? The Vikings quarterback there.
Oh damn, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, yeah, he's Kirk Cousins reborn.
Oh boy.
We'll see. This is the game. This is the game. You can do it. Impress me.
Yeah, as I say, they talked a lot of that shit, so they better put up a shut up.
I'll give you something to make you feel better. I read an article where, oh God, what was the Saints coach last year?
Sean
Payton. Sean Payton loved Kenny Pickett. And a lot of people in New Orleans think if he remained the coach, he would have picked Pickett instead of Olave just before the Steelers.
Oh, wow.
He loved Kenny Pickett. So, and he's a pretty good judge. You know, he's an offensive genius in my eyes.
Yeah,
So
that is.
that'll make Steelers fans feel a little better. I think Kenny Pickett's career would have been a lot better if Sean Payton stayed in New Orleans and he played for Sean Payton rather than playing for.
There's a good chance it might have worked a little better than Matt Canada. Yeah, and a defensive-minded head coach. Yep,
that would have been a better scenario for him. But I did read that, and that made me feel a little better. I mean, because I'll be the first to admit, I thought I've made my mistakes with quarterbacks in the past. I thought the kid that's in Carolina now that got drafted by the Jets, right? The Jets. I thought he was going to be a home run guy that played for USC. We really do need a secretary for names for us because we're terrible at it.
Yeah,
but
no,
anyway,
I know you're talking about, but yeah,
I'm a bad judge of quarterbacks coming out, so maybe that's a good thing for the Steelers too. I did love Justin Herbert, though. I thought he was going to be the shit, and he pretty much is. It's that smell test. You know a great quarterback when you see it, right? You just know. And it maybe takes one season to figure it out. It only took us one season to figure out that, Josh Allen had those kind of abilities and Herbert too. So we'll see. Maybe we'll trust Sean Payton's judgment over Mars, and we'll see what happens.
That quarterback you're talking about, I don't even see him on here. Like, I'm looking at a list, and I'm just
I think he was on the injured reserve for the. Let's see. I'll pull it up quick. He's on the Panthers right now. They said he might actually play because their quarterback situation is so bad there.
Sam Howell?
No.
I thought he played for North Carolina.
He played for. No, I'm talking about the Panthers. He plays for the Panthers. Carolina Panthers right now.
I'm looking.
This is great podcasting here. Both of us looking at our phones, trying to figure out Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold.
Oh,
I thought he was going to be
rookie.
No. I'm sorry. He was a rookie a couple of years ago. I thought he was going to be a really, really good quarterback, and he's been awful.
Yeah, so did the Jets.
Yeah, and the Jets are going through it again with Zach Smith. Zach Wilson. I'm sorry, he's been pretty bad too.
He's not that good, and we lost him.
Yeah,
his first game back. The kid's first
off injury.
Game back off injury. We're up 20-10. We lost.
If that doesn't say everything you need to know about the Steelers season,
yeah, all of it in a nutshell. All of it in a nutshell.
All right, let's wrap it up for today. You can find me on Twitter at SteelersSank16. Follow the podcast on YouTube at Steelers Sanctuary. Yinzer Dave made his own appearance on YouTube this week. We cut a little clip out for you guys if you just want to watch that. Email the show at daver@SteelersSanctuary.com. Dave, give me a Twitter handle. Let's get out of here.
It's going to be M_Corb.
All right. We'll see you Sunday night, hopefully after a Steelers victory.